Whew, just got done with PT. Um, it's pretty easy. As you keep doing it more, you just get better. Your body gets better, gets used to it. Improve. But this video today is about tech school. A lot of people have been asking me about tech school, like CDCs and all other stuff. After you get out of BMT, actually become an airman. So I'm going ahead and inform everybody about that. I'm gonna start with like a little profile about myself. I'm here at Keesler, RF Transmissions. That's my AFSC, and I'm here until August. Your schooling is like 6 months. 6 months is in like a week probably. You go through 2 school halls. You'll be stationed in Keesler. Same thing for Cybertrans. We have Cybertrans here, RF Transmissions, Cyber Surety, some other stuff. But Keesler as a base, I would say it's a very nice base for one. It's a lot of entertainment here. Got their own movie theater here. Got a paintball field. You can play soccer, football. There's softball fields, baseball fields. There's a big track. There's 2 DFACs, a mini BX and a big BX. There's all sorts of things. You can go kayaking here, etc. There's 3 gyms actually. But as far as schooling goes, it's not that hard. Just stay awake for one, stay awake in class, and just apply yourself. It's basically like college, man. Except you're kind of forced to go to class, which is a good thing because you're kind of forced to be like on your P's and Q's and stuff. You don't want to fail or anything. As far as failing goes, if you fail once, if you're active duty, you fail once, they'll give you another chance. If you fail again, they'll either reclass you or just boot you out the Air Force. As for guard, the Air National Guard, you fail like twice, they send you back to your guard base. Or if you fail once, they send you back to your guard base. It depends on what the commander wants to do. Reserve is same rules apply. So yeah, that's how far that's how it goes. There's 2 transition phases, ITP and ATP. ITP is initial transition phase. You just you have to wear your ABUs whenever you leave the dormitories. You just have to wear your ABUs at the final form. You get dismissed. You can wear civilian clothes in your dorms. ATP, you get allowed to wear whatever type of shoes you want, whatever type of clothing, whatever. You're just like you're back to being a civilian, I guess, on the base. You can walk with your phone, listen to music, have headphones in your ears, and all that other crap. But when you first get here for your first week, you'll be IP, and you have to wear your blues all day until you get released. So during duty hours, you wear blues, and then when your MTL releases you, that's when you have to wear your ABUs for the rest of the day when you're out outside of the dorms. Everything's pretty cool, man, here at Keesler. MTLs are pretty chill. As long as you show them that you have enough responsibility and self-control, they'll treat you like an adult. We PT three times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Fridays are run days, and when it's a run day, you can bring your iPod and run with your music in your ears, in PT gear. Monday and Wednesday is just it's a mixture. It's like circuit. It's a mixture of running and push-ups and sit-ups. It's whatever the MTL wants you to do that day. You usually do it as a squadron, a whole squadron. I'm part of the 338. Another thing is, as far as testing goes, I just say just study your notes, pay attention, and you should just be good on your test. I mean, it all depends on you. I wouldn't really stress it that much. Yeah, some classes are hard, like some blocks are hard. That's just life. Some things will be challenging, but that's what you joined for, right? You want to challenge, you want to try something new, you want to be part of that 1% that not too many people can do or are willing to do. So, just be up for the challenge, love what you do, and always keep in mind why you're here in the first place. I'm in Mississippi. It's not too much really as like a state. Not too much really going on. Not too much, to see. Not too many good events here. Unfortunately, what happened to this state after the hurricanes. But but Keesler as a base is very very nice in my opinion. CDCs, CDCs. It's basically CDCs are your like it's like basically you take a test on your job. So they test you on how well you know your job to be promoted to that next level, that next skill level. Because when you graduate tech school, you would be a 3 skill level. Based on your AFSC, I know RF transmission, cyber trans, you're a 3 skill level for sure. Um, With your 3 skill level, you just get like this little one badge, whatever, like a little circle thingy. I don't know how to describe it really. Then you take your CDCs. You can finish your CDCs as quick as possible. That's what I would prefer to do. So you can go ahead and do like online college or something, or actually, go to college or something. Have like a little night class after your duty hours. I prefer to do that. Get your CDs done as quick as possible, and then start getting college credits or whatever. Uh, you leave here also with like a couple classes away from your associate's degree if you didn't already have any. Another thing is they will not let you take college courses until you finish your CDCs. So if you're here for the educational benefits and you want to hurry up and join college and get all that out the way, get your CDCs out the way, just work hard and they'll have no problem with you. Uh, if you're here for like 6 months or better, you will not find out like your duty station until like 2.5 months, 3 months almost. I just found out mine like a couple days ago, like a week ago. That's about it. As far as tech school, the MTLs are like they still keep a professional relationship with you, but at the same time, they're not MTIs. They're not yelling at you all the time. They barely yell at you unless you give them a reason to yell at you. I don't even think they will yell at you. They just give you paperwork, LORs, LOCs, LOAs. There's 2 types of LOAs. There's a bad one. There's a good one. So like if you just stay in line, like I said, responsibility and show that you have self control, you'll be fine. Like you'll be great. Another thing is actually the stress about like if you're like a married couple or whatever. I mean, it's Mississippi, so if you would like to move your marital spouse in with you, you will live off base, which is called separate. You'll just be separated from base. You will live wherever you choose to live. It could be like base housing or off base somewhere like by a private owner. They'll give you BAH based on this town's location, which I think right now is about like $1,100 a month, plus BAS, which is an extra $350 a month for groceries, and that's about it. So if you're married or thinking about getting married, yeah, that's about it for like marriage couples. I'm married myself, but that's about as far as it goes, as far as tech school and all that other stuff. If you are airman basic, coming out of basic training, you do not reach airman E2 until 20 weeks of time in service. You do not reach A1C if you're airman coming out of basic until 20 weeks of BMT. If you have a 6-year contract, go off of what your contract says, because some people's contract says you will enter BMT as an E3 airman first class, A1C. Some say upon graduation of tech school. Some say if tech school is longer than 20 weeks, it is within 20 weeks of tech school. It's all sorts of loopholes and stuff going on with the contracts and stuff. So just make sure your contract says what you agreed upon before you sign that line and continue with the process of being shipped to BMT. But that's about it. Any other questions, comments, hit me up. I'll be making a lot more videos. I got a lot more time on my hands now. Had to get through like a couple tedious long blocks. Just I've been working out, doing other things, but I appreciate it. My first 2 videos finally reached 1,000 views. I like the love, man. I'm enjoying the love, but hit me up with anything. Thanks.